Yes, to Paradise Transcend Herbal TV. Today, I'm very happy to be with you once more again. We have a very interesting topic to discuss today that will change your life and that will help you to live a healthy life. Today, we want to discuss the 8 principles of healthy living. Someone might ask, how can I live a healthy life? Those principles are very easy to do it, but they are also very difficult to do it. That is why today we are going to take our time to discuss them. And I hope by the end of this video, you are going to be enriched in how you can take care of yourself, what to eat, what to avoid, and how you can live a healthy life. When you talk about the principles of eating or a healthy living, what are we talking about? You see, when you buy a car, the car has some rules that you have to follow. The person who made the car did some things in the car, and then he gives you instruction. Do it this way, put oil on it, put water in this tank. When you do the wrong thing, what happens is that the car will break down and you can't drive your car anymore. Your car cannot even spark because you have not followed the rules and regulations that will help the car to perform, to eat best. And so you cannot benefit from the car. In the same way, we can connect that to our human body. Our human body is just like a car. It needs maintenance, it needs to be maintained, it needs to be provided with fuel. Yes. So today, in our discussion or in this presentation, we will look at how we can live a healthy life. And I'm Dr. Stephen from Paradise Transcend Herbal Center. We say, Jehovah will transcend your health. So I hope today, as you are with me, you are going to learn a whole lot of things. So please pay attention as you go through them one by one. The 8th principle or 8 healthful living principle that I want to talk about is simplified in this acronym. That is New Start. New Start. What does the N mean? The N is nutrition. Nutrition. The E is exercise. Then the W is also water. Then what about the S? The S, sunshine. The 5th one, the T, that's also temperance. And the A is air. The R is rest. And the 8th one, which is the T, is trust in a divine. Trust in a divine. These principles are very easy to follow, but as I said before, they are also very difficult. What is easy to do is also difficult to do. That's what one motivational speaker always says. And so today we want to start with the first principle, that's nutrition. Nutrition. We all know, or a lot of people know about what Hippocrates, who is crowned as the father of medicine, says about nutrition. I hope you remember that. If you don't remember, then, or if today is your first time you are going to listen to this, then listen to it very well. Hippocrates says that let your food be your medicine and let your medicine be your food. Is it true or false? I hope you agree. And so, when we talk about nutrition, then that means that we need to be mindful of whatever we put in our mouth. Whatever we put in our mouth, we have to be very mindful about that. But the sad issue is that a lot of people don't care what they put in their mouth. They just feel, let me eat. I just want to be satisfied. Is that your habit? If that is your habit, then today, this presentation will help you to stop, or will alarm you as to what you need to do and what you need not to do. Because our health, your health, depends on what you eat. Yes. So don't just eat to satisfy your hunger, but try to eat foods that will help you. So by now, I hope you might be asking, what are some foods that I need to eat so that I can be healthy? What foods that you must eat so that you can be healthy? When talking about that, then before we look at the foods that you should eat to be healthy, Ellen G. White says something. What did he say? He says, we must eat in order to live, but not to live to eat. I'll repeat it again. Ellen G. White says, we eat in order to live, but not to live to eat. That means we must be very mindful of what we eat. Yes. So every youth and adults must know what to eat and what not to eat so that we can live a healthy life. So this leads to 4 basic principles of eating. Yes. When it comes to nutrition, we also get another 4 basic principles of eating. And what are those principles? The first one is eat a variety of foods. Eat a variety of foods. What does this mean? This means that you have to avoid foods that are not nutritious. And you should always try to eat a variety of food, different kinds of food, to balance our diet. So, looking at the first law will help us to adopt this style of eating. If you have to eat a variety of foods, then you must eat these types of foods. The first one is cereals, or what you say, grains. And what are some examples of these cereals? We have wheat, rice, corn, oats, and etc. But take note, we must eat not porridge rice. The porridge rice does not have any benefit for us. Yes, we must try and eat the rice that is not polished. Are you getting it? Yeah, when you eat that one, to help you to lead a healthy life. And next one is legumes. When you say legumes, what are they? These are beans, these are lentils, these are peas, and etc. These are all foods that when you eat, it will help us to be healthy. Then the next one on the list is vegetables. They are all under eat a variety of foods. They are all under it. I hope you know some vegetables. You eat them every day, but now this time you increase the intake of them. And what are some of them? We have cabbage, we have potatoes, we have lettuce, we have garden eggs, we have carrots, and others. All these are foods that these are foods that you must eat. These are foods that you must eat. That's vegetables. So, what is the next one? By now you must ask him. And what about fruits? Yes, fruits are also on the list. I hope you have been eating them every day, but not much. In some countries, it's difficult to buy fruits, especially those living in the cities, because the food they eat, the money they have to buy a food is not enough. And so they see the food as a burden. But then today, I want you to understand that fruit, when you want to live a healthy life, you must not eliminate fruit from your diet. And what are some of these fruits? We have oranges, we have grapefruit, we have avocado, we have tomatoes, watermelons, pawpaw, pineapple, etc. And others. Try and eat fruits every day. I repeat, try and eat fruits every day. This will help you a lot to eat, to live a healthy life. The next one also that you must not forget is you also need to chew seeds and nuts of all types. They are also very nutritious. We have some seeds like sesame seed, pumpkin seed, flax seeds, black seeds, almond seeds, sunflower seeds, and the like. All these seeds will help you a lot. It contains omega-6 and omega-3 fatty acids, and these are going to help you to remove waste and toxins in your body. This will help fight against free radicals in your system. Yes, because they contain antioxidants that remove these free radicals from your system. So if you are watching me today, please try and adopt that in your diet. And that will help you a lot to live a healthy life. One might ask, why do we need to follow a principle to be healthy? When you read Genesis chapter 1 verse 29 in the Bible, that's the Holy Scriptures, and Genesis chapter 2 verse 16, when God created the universe and put man in the garden, told him to eat the vegetations of the earth. He didn't say he should chew meat. He first gave him the vegetations of the earth. Therefore, when we follow these principles, we can live a healthy life. And that comes with the quality of food. Now we see that we must eat a variety of foods. This time, we must also look at the quality. The quality is very important. Food should be eaten for their nutritive value. Foods have highest nutritional value when they are in a natural state as possible. The quality of food, however, can be lost by common ways of preparing that food. Yes, cooking. When you cook, sometimes you lose its value. Some values, some nutrients are being lost in the process of the cooking. So we need to take note of that. Why are we saying that? In the beginning, food was in their natural state. Why do we say that? The original diet was composed of foods from plants. And this does not require much preparation. Vegetables were added to a human diet after sin entered into the world. You must take note of that. Vegetables tend to require more time to prepare for eating than fruits. So this means originally, fruits were our diet. Fruits were what were given to us. So, let's take note. Tasty food which lack nutritive value, properly known as fast foods or junk food, are described as delicacies. And these are deceptive. They deceive us. They contain high quantities of fat and sugar. Majority of these foods are eaten between meals, and most of them take away nutrients from our system. So we must try our best to avoid fast foods of all types. Fast foods of all types must be avoided if you want to live a healthy life. Fast food removes vitamins, or they have low levels of vitamins, minerals and fiber and other chemicals from plants that are essential for health. So we spend a lot of money on what is not bread. Let's take note. We spend a lot of money on what is not bread. That's what the Holy Scriptures, the Bible says, that Isaiah chapter 55 verse 2. Therefore, it is not beneficial to make these deceptive foods and eat them, or to make this deceptive food a common item in our home. Yes. This is very, very important. When you know it's a truth that people don't like to hear, it's a truth that cuts people. But then when you know these things, they are going to help you. The next principle I want to look at is the quantity of foods. Quantity of foods. Why are we saying quantity of food? People who tend to have a lot of money tend to overeat. They tend to eat a lot of foods. And therefore, what is the result? Overweight. People who eat in excess tend to overweight or become obese. And do you know one risk of being overweight? Overweight increases the risk of cardiovascular problems, diabetes, cancer, and many other conditions. So if you are listening to me and today you are overweight, please know you are at risk of getting cancer, cardiovascular diseases, diabetes, and many other health conditions. To try your best to cut down the amount of food you eat. The food you eat can make you or can destroy you. Take note of that. Yes, take note of that. The best health is possible when the ideal weight is achieved, as I said before. So, we need to always check the quantity of food that we eat. The quantity of food that you should be eating is directly proportional to the energy content, or what you say, calories, in comparison to the energy needs of the body. This is the measure, this is the tape measure, and this is the yardstick to help you to live a healthy life. For example, when we talk about fruit, vegetables, and soup and juices, this contains few calories by volume or weight. And so one can eat plenty of these foods and be well fed without exceeding the caloric needs of the body. Meat and fried foods and dessert and on the other hand are all rich in calories and vitamins in relation to their volume and weight. And it's easy to exceed the caloric needs of the body by eating much of these fat-rich foods. So my friend, this is the truth. This is the first principle, nutrition, that we are talking about today. So today, this will be the part 1 of this series of the principles of healthful living. This is the part 1 that we have discussed about. Now, let's recap what you have learned today from this presentation. We're saying that for one to live a healthy life, our nutrition must be checked. Because Hippocrates, the father of medicine, said that let your food be your medicine and let your medicine be your food. And in relation with that, we must eat a varieties of fruit and vegetables. We must chew the seed and nuts. And also, we must not overeat so as not to become obese. And when one becomes obese, there are complications that comes with that. And I hope you remember them. These are what? These are cardiovascular problems, cancer, diabetes, and many other health problems. If you are listening to me today, please, this is the part 1 of this series. The next one we'll look at temperance, why temperance is needed in our way of eating and so on. So please try to subscribe to this channel. Please leave a comment under the comment section below, and I'll be very glad to answer you with any other question that you have from this presentation. Yes. Thank you very much for your attention. I'm Dr. Stephen, and this presentation is brought to you from Paradise Transcend Herbal Center. We say Jehovah will transcend your health. Remember, we eat to live, but not to eat to live. Remember that always let your food be your medicine, and let your medicine be your food. Thank you very much for your attention. Bye-bye.